Greetings everyone, it's Chef Jan Marie back at you in the kitchen, and tonight I have something that is one of my favorites. Normally when I go out to eat, if I go to a family style cafeteria like Luby's or Cleburne's here, that's both of those are locally here in the Houston area, I normally will get this. Out of all the foods that they have there, the huge selections, I always get this fish all the time. I'm going to use codfish for this recipe, and this is a codfish baked almondine. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm going to adjust the camera so that I can show you my ingredients and we'll get cooking. So as you can see, I have two beautiful pieces of codfish here, and this is the fish that I'm going to use to put my coating on and to put my almonds on and put it in the oven and bake. Okay, so these two beautiful pieces of codfish is what I'm going to use, and I'll just kind of pivot around so you can see some of my ingredients. Hopefully I won't lose you guys, and I'll put it a little bit up in the camera so you can see it. So I'm gonna use rich crackers. I'm also going to use a mixture of panko breadcrumbs for the coating on top of the fish. Also, I'm going to use paprika, dried parsley flakes, pink Himalayan salt, dill weed, pepper, and my beautiful kosher salt. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick these in some flour and stuff that I mixed with the ingredients that I just went over, and I'm just going to lightly dredge those through, as you can see, so that I can get them coated, so that we can continue the process after that. So you just want to lightly coat them is what you're doing. Okay, so lightly coat it and put it back on the plate so that we can begin to do the crumb topping. Okay, again, lightly coating the fish, and then we're going to do the crumb topping. Okay, so I think these are coated enough. So now on to the crumb topping. Okay, so I have the Ritz crackers and the panko breadcrumbs and all of the other seasonings that I mentioned in this bowl. And in this cup I have some melted butter that I'm going to now pour into the bowl and mix that up before I actually put that on the fish. Okay, so just a little quick stir to get that mixed up, to get those breadcrumbs and the rich crackers nice and moist so that I can put it on the fish. Okay, so just stirring until they get pretty moist. And that is about right, so we're good there. So now we're going to actually begin the crumb coating. So again, here's my piece of fish. I'm going to adjust this down just a little bit so that you can see it a little bit better than how it's displaying. Okay, so I'm going to take my crumb coating and actually pat some of it down. But before I do that, I'm going to put what's called a remoulade sauce, which is something that I made from scratch. The recipe normally calls for mayonnaise, but this is a mayonnaise-based recipe that I use, remoulade sauce. And I use this a lot for my fried seafood in place of tartar sauce. And my folks over here, they absolutely love this. I think they love this more than the tartar sauce, okay? So I'm just gonna take some of that I made and spoon it onto the fish. Get it nice and spooned on there. And this is actually going to act as the glue to hold the crumb coating that I mixed up with the butter. Okay, so you're going to take that and just gently spread it on. Make sure you get it pretty good on there so that you can put your topping on and it'll actually stay. Okay, so that looks pretty good, guys. Okay, from this point, let me go ahead, and I totally forgot, guys, about the almonds. These are the almonds that I'm going to use, so I'm just going to rip this package open. I don't have very much of this left, but a little bit of this left, enough to actually throw into the crumb toppings, okay? I'm just gonna toss these inside here. Just a few of them are left. And just mix that up. Just take my fingers and just mix that all up and make sure it gets in there. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be really delicious, especially with that mix of Ritz crackers and the panko breadcrumbs. I think it's gonna be awesome. Okay, so now that's pretty mixed in. So now we're just gonna take the topping and just place it on top of the fish fillets, okay? Take it and just place it on top of there. Oh my God, guys, my mouth is watering just thinking about what this is gonna taste like once it comes out of the oven. I'm pretty sure that it is going to be delicious. And this fish cooks up really, really moist, so you won't have to worry about it being dry or having to put some sauce on it, because the type of fish that it is and how it's cooked, it'll cook up really moist and it'll be really good. Okay, so that is pretty much it. We have the bread coating with the almonds on top of the fish, and this will go in a 375-degree oven for about 18 to 20 minutes, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like once it comes out of the oven. Talk soon.